ASMR Gaming News. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to ASMR Gaming News. Please hit that like button, sit back, relax, and let's begin. But before we start, just have two things I want to say. First thing, I have a cup of tea over here that I'm going to be drinking as I'm recording, because in case my throat gets a little bit dry, I'm going to be drinking some tea over here, so you might hear me drinking. It should be relaxing though. And the second thing I wanted to say is, this is the 200th episode of ASMR Gaming News. Yes, 200 episodes. So that basically means 200 weeks straight we have been doing this gaming news weekly ASMR recap for every single week since the start of the channel. That is crazy. Now, I will admit we did miss like a week or two when I was sick like a year ago, and one other episode where my internet was down one day, but other than that, it's been like 200 weeks without, stopping, without fail. 200 weeks straight, so this is a very special episode. So I just want to thank each and every one of you for helping the channel, watching these every single Friday. It means so much to me, so thank you all. And here's to 100 more episodes of ASMR Gaming News, because we made it to 200, and this is insane. So, round of applause for everyone that supported this. I really appreciate all of you. So, let me drink some of this tea, and let's get in the news. Okay. So, where do we start? So, I'm sure most of you have already heard of the current issues going on right now regarding the large protest here in the United States and in North America and in the rest of the world. People are protesting injustice and racism, and it's a very large movement right now, and a lot of video game companies are showing their solidarity with these communities of people marching and protesting for, changes to be made. And honestly, it's really nice to see a lot of these game companies come out. So, first piece of news is about Fortnite. Yes, Epic Games released an update this week saying that recent events are a heavy reminder of ongoing injustices in society. From the denial of basic human rights to the impact of racism, both overt and subtle, against people of color, we are acutely aware of the pain our friends, families, team members, players, and communities are experiencing. We believe in equality and justice, diversity and inclusion, and that these fundamentals are above politics. The team is eager to move Fortnite forward, but we need to balance the Season 3 launch with time for the team to focus on themselves, their families, and their communities. So, after saying this statement, they basically announced that the live event for the Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 3 event has been delayed until June 15th. So Monday, June 15th is when the event is going to happen, and then Season 3 will officially start on July 17th. So, yeah, they basically delayed the season because of the current events happening all over the world right now. So props to Epic Games for being, in solidarity with these trying times and, really showing their support for everyone out there. So that's from Epic Games. Next up, Rockstar. Yes, Rockstar, makers of Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption, basically came out to say that they will be shutting down the servers for GTA Online and Red Dead Redemption Online for 2 hours, and this happened on Thursday. They shut down the online servers for 2 hours between, I'm trying to remember, I think it was in the morning, But yeah, basically for 2 hours they shut down the servers. So for 2 hours, no one could go online, and they did this as a moment of silence to honor the legacy of George Floyd. So yeah, Rockstar Games, another video game company out here that really tried to make an impact, and by showing their support as well. And they also announced that they will be making donations to civil rights-based charities and supporting black-owned businesses and all sorts of other things. So they didn't just shut down their servers, they actually donated money as well. Next, PlayStation. So yes, PlayStation. Sony came out this week to say that the PlayStation 5 event that was going to be happening on June 4th has been postponed. Yes. Due to the events, basically Sony had this to say: we have decided to postpone the PlayStation 5 event scheduled for June 4th. While we understand gamers worldwide are excited to see the PlayStation 5 games, we do not feel that right now is a time for celebration, and for now, we want to stand back and allow more important voices to be heard. And after this, Sony actually pledged a lot of money and donated it to, civil rights-based organizations, protesting against racism, helping people in North America. And after this, Microsoft also came out with Xbox to show their support with Sony along this. So both PlayStation and Xbox showing support for the growing protest movement, showing their solidarity with that as well. So some people are a little bit, disappointed they can't see the PlayStation 5 right now, but Sony is only going to delay it for a short period of time, and they said they will be rescheduling with a new PlayStation 5 event sometime in the near future, so they're going to have an announcement very soon for that as well. Next, Call of Duty. Yes, Call of Duty also had a statement to talk about this entire issue. Basically, this is what they had to say. While we all look forward to playing the new seasons of Modern Warfare, Warzone, and Call of Duty Mobile, now is not the time. We are moving the launches of Season 4 of Modern Warfare and Call of Duty Mobile Season 7 to later dates. Right now, it's an important time for those speaking up for equality, justice, and change to be seen and heard. We stand beside you. So, that came from Call of Duty. So they also showed their support. And then a lot of other companies started coming out shortly after this. We had Square Enix, company that makes the Final Fantasy games, come out with $250,000 that they basically donated to Black Lives Matter. Capcom, a company that makes Street Fighter V, Resident Evil, they also came out donating money and showing their support. Nintendo came out saying that Nintendo shares the pain felt in the United States after the tragic death of George Floyd, and we stand with the black community and all those who recognize our shared humanity and fundamental belief in equity and justice. We reject bias, exclusion, and oppression and the violence that leads to these completely unnecessary deaths. We are committed to fostering equity, inclusion, and diversity in all aspects of our business and the work that we do. And yeah, Nintendo basically donated money and gave out this statement on all of their social media channels, just like Sony and Microsoft did. So people are very happy with Nintendo, because in the past they have been very quiet on these issues, so this is kind of a new change for them. Next, the Pokemon Company donated $200,000 to the NAACP and Black Lives Matter, and they also issued a statement about how they believe in friendship, inclusivity, and equity, and how it's valuable to their Pokemon brand to fight against oppression, and that has no place in their community, and racism and senseless violence are things that they completely stand against. So yes, they donated that money. Next we got EA. Yes, EA, one of the most hated video game companies. Even after all of these years, there's still a lot of hatred for EA. But they came out to donate over $1 million to charities like Equal Justice Initiative, to the NAACP, Legal Defense, and educational funds. So EA did their part as well. And they also issued a statement that they're very angry about this huge issue in the US at the moment regarding racism and oppression of the black community. Honestly, they really said a lot. EA issued like a huge statement compared to what they did in the past. So it seems like EA really is trying hard to make people like them, because wow, they actually put out like an entire speech and not just a statement. So go read up on it. It's really good. It would take me like probably like 30 minutes to read the entire thing, but basically EA is strongly against discrimination and they are fighting for justice and equality around the world. So they will be contributing $1 million to organizations to help fight this. So pretty cool. I like that EA is doing that. One good thing EA has done in a while, because let's be honest, EA has been doing some pretty bad things in the last few years, so this is pretty nice. And then we have companies like CD Projekt Red, which was supposed to show their Cyberpunk 2077 new presentation event live stream, and that has been delayed to June 25th, and the company said that they are standing in solidarity, fighting wholeheartedly against racism and intolerance and violence, and that Black Lives Matter. So they delayed the live stream, kind of like what Sony did with the PlayStation 5, to, show their support for everything that is going on right now. So lots of video game companies after them came out, so many, and there's probably going to be more today and tomorrow. So it's a huge developing movement and story in the video games world. A lot of people coming out to show their support, which is quite nice, to be honest, because some of these game companies, let's just say, they have a pretty bad record when it comes to this sort of thing. So this is kind of nice for a change. Next, we have a lot of other news that's not regarding all of these protests going on right now. Valorant launched this week, and a new cinematic trailer came out and some gameplay. I actually downloaded Valorant, or Valorant. Honestly, I have no idea. I've heard people pronounce it Valorant and Valorant. Either way, I downloaded the game, and I will be playing it on the channel probably this weekend. So let me know if you have any tips or advice, because I'm going to be playing it for the first time. And the game is officially out. It's free, and you can play it on PC. You do not need to be in the beta or anything. It's just there, available for download. Next, new trailer and a lot of gameplay and footage for The Last of Us Part 2 has come out this past week. There have been commercials, there have been trailers. Apparently, pre-orders from the game are doing extremely well, and Naughty Dog is very, very happy. Even after all of these leaks and controversy these past few weeks, if you haven't heard, basically the game got leaked, and even with all of that negativity, the game is still doing very, very well, so I'm sure Naughty Dog is happy. This week they said pre-orders were doing well, and this new trailer is awesome, so go check out the new Last of Us Part 2 trailer if you haven't seen it yet. Sony came out this week saying that the PlayStation 4, starting in July, every single PlayStation 4 game is going to be forced to be compatible with the PlayStation 5. So that means any game that comes out in July forward will most likely work on your PlayStation 5. So, you know what? That actually makes me happy. Like, when I'll buy a PS4 game, I might actually be a little bit more willing to buy a game now, knowing that it will be playable on the PlayStation 5 when that comes out. So I kind of like that. That's nice. Next, information came out about the upcoming exclusive Godfall game for the PlayStation 5. Apparently, the game is going to be shown at the PlayStation 5 event, and a teaser trailer just came out. So if you're really interested in checking out this PlayStation 5 exclusive game, there is a teaser out right now. And we will be getting more footage, gameplay at the Sony PlayStation 5 event whenever that gets rescheduled. So I can't wait to see how this game looks like. It looks amazing, and I know Sony exclusives are usually awesome. Next, we have even more rumors this week about Silent Hill and the possibility of a reboot/remake coming out for the PlayStation 5. So according to this recent rumor, this recent leak, the PlayStation 5 reboot for Silent Hill is going to be shown on the Sony livestream stage when they do the PlayStation 5 reveal event. So whenever that gets rescheduled in the future, we will most likely see a Silent Hill game reveal. Now, we don't know if it's a remake or a reboot of the series, but it is happening according to this rumor. So if that's the case, I'm going to be very excited, because there hasn't been any good Silent Hill games for a very, very long time. So I really hope this is actually the truth, because Silent Hill fans are going to be happy. We got some news on the first DLC pack for Minecraft Dungeons. It will be launching in July. So yeah, Minecraft Dungeons just came out, and the first DLC pack expansion is already coming out in like a month. So wow, they are very, very fast with the DLC. There's like a little teaser trailer, some images out right now. I bought the Hero Edition of the game, so apparently I get the DLC for free. But yeah, I'm excited, I'm interested. I really am enjoying Minecraft Dungeons and look forward to playing more of it on the channel, including this DLC when it comes out. More info has come out this week about secret, unannounced Nintendo games. Apparently there are 4 Nintendo Switch games that are going to be coming out sometime this year, according to leaked Amazon listings. So people are saying that Super Mario is going to have a special anniversary this year, and that Nintendo is going to be releasing some secret Super Mario HD remasters for like Super Mario Sunshine and Galaxy and Super Mario 64 for the Switch. So this could actually be that. So Nintendo still needs to announce something, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed because I'm excited. News came out this week that the Witcher series has sold over 50 million units worldwide. Yes, 50 million copies of the Witcher games have been sold all over the world. Now, there's The Witcher 1, Witcher 2, and Witcher 3. And 50 million of those games is insane. That is so many games. I think we talked about a few weeks ago how many sales GTA 5 had. It was like over 130 million or 150 million. So The Witcher doing 50 million is very, very good. That's just crazy. So I'm sure Witcher fans are very happy about that. And the studio, CD Projekt Red, is probably very, very happy as well. Next, news came out this week that there is a new Sonic movie sequel already in development. So if you like the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, the second movie in the series is already in development. They are already planning on filming and everything, so can't wait to watch the new upcoming Sonic movie. I really enjoyed the first one. It was surprisingly cool. I even did a review on the channel. So yeah, go check out the Sonic the Hedgehog movie if you haven't seen it yet, as you wait for the sequel to get made. Definitely worth it. Epic Games came out this week to talk about how giving away free games on the Epic Games Store, like GTA 5, actually helps boost their platform and increases sales. So basically, they give away free games, and they found that when they give away free games, people create accounts. They later go back to the store and decide to buy other games, and then Epic Games makes a ton of money off people getting games then. So they're very, very, very smart. I have to give it up for Epic Games. Like, you give free games, people come to your store to get the free games, and then they're like, hey, why don't I buy a game? And then they buy a game, and then they buy another one, and another one, and another one, and after a while, everyone's buying games, and it's really, really profitable for Epic Games. So I understand what they're doing. So that's really smart of them. Next, Sega revealed the Game Gear Micro. It's like a mini micro Game Gear. For those that don't know, the Game Gear was kind of like the rival of the Nintendo Game Boy back in the 90s. It was one of the first handhelds to have a color screen, because the Game Boy had like a monochromatic screen that was like green and gray or black and gray. It was very, very bad on your eyes, like it really hurt when you used it, whereas the Game Gear had actual color like a TV. So Sega is celebrating the Sega Game Gear, and they made this micro version, and each version has like 4 built-in games, and there are 4 variants. There's like a green version, a blue version, a red, and a yellow version, I think, and each one has different games, and it looks very, very tiny. I don't know how comfortable it is like playing games on this, and so far it has only been confirmed for Japan, so I wonder if it's going to make it to North America. Still looks pretty cool though, I have to admit, it looks kind of nice. Next, some rumors have come out about Disney possibly rebooting or restarting the Epic Mickey series. So for those that don't know, back on the Nintendo Wii, there was this game called Epic Mickey, and then they made Epic Mickey 2, and that was kind of like a failure, and they completely stopped the series then. And now it seems like Disney is either looking to remaster or remake Epic Mickey, kind of bring that back again. And honestly, that would be really, really awesome. I remember enjoying the first Epic Mickey game. It had its problems, but it was still pretty enjoyable, pretty good. Although it was very, very different from what people thought the game was going to be. It still got decent reviews though, so that would be a nice series to revisit or have like a reboot or a remake done for it. Capcom is looking to celebrate the Mega Man Battle Network anniversary and release some type of collection, anniversary, celebrational game. So I love Mega Man Battle Network. It's one of my favorite Mega Man game series, because for those that don't know, Capcom has many series for Mega Man. There's the original Mega Man series, you have Mega Man Legends, you have Mega Man X, Mega Man Zero, like the Zero games, and you have Mega Man Battle Network, which is like an RPG video game series that came out on the Game Boy Advance. It was kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh, in which you collected like cards, but instead of like Yu-Gi-Oh, you fought with these cards in actual battles, and the cards had like enemies and abilities and things that would appear on like a grid field, and you could move around and shoot. Really, really cool, really strategic. Absolutely love these games. And after like the 6th game, Capcom just completely stopped caring about them in North America, and we haven't seen Mega Man Battle Network at all since like 2004, 2005, so really, really sad about that. So it would be nice to get something in the Mega Man Battle Network series again, so hopefully they do something for the anniversary. And last piece of news, Hideo Kojima, director of Death Stranding, was recently interviewed, and he said that Death Stranding was extremely profitable, and that his studio recouped all of their costs of development, and they also secured enough profit to work on their next title now. So they made a decent amount of money. It was profitable. They made all their money back, and they have more money now to focus on their next game. So I wonder what Hideo Kojima is working on next, because Death Stranding was crazy. So, wow, I wonder what kind of game he's making next. It's probably going to be for the PlayStation 5. But yeah, that's going to be cool. And yeah, that's everything on news for this week. So thank you all for listening, for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what your favorite piece of news was. Always enjoy reading the comments. And if you want to help support the channel, check out the Patreon at patreon.com/ASMRGaming. With as little as $1 a month, you can be included in special monthly shout-out videos and access to the Discord server. And other than that, that's it for this video. So thanks again, and so long, and